Hi, I'm Dean. I grew up in Alexander City, Alabama, in a house my great-grandfather built. My family is scattered all over, but this will always be our home. We have a family reunion at the house every year. This year was number 101. I'm also close to my extended family, my co-workers, former students, and neighbors. And of course, I have my two dogs, Boner and Puck. Both are rescues who were abandoned. They motivate me to stay active, so yes, it's a three-way rescue. During the cooking season, which is what I call Thanksgiving and Christmas, I like to bake for my friends. I don't make fancy cakes, but I do make tasty ones. My favorite is carrot. We have a lake here, Lake Martin. I enjoy walking around the shores, hunting artifacts and crystals, and sometimes dipping my toes in the water. I retired in 2002 after teaching 3rd and 4th grade for 26 years. Now I work part-time at a donut shop. It keeps me on my toes. My coming out story? Well, my father was a quiet man. He never made a fuss over anything. Coming out to my mother was a different story. She sent me to a psychiatrist. After we got to talking, the psychiatrist said, "So what's the problem?" I said, "Well, my mother doesn't want me to be gay." And he said, "That sounds like more of a her problem than a you problem." That's something that stuck with me. About 4 years ago, I had not been feeling well for a little while, and I wasn't sure what was going on. One night, I finally sat down and had a conversation with myself. I had to find out my HIV status. I wasn't going to continue living without knowing my HIV status. So I drove 35 miles to get an overnight test. I took the test. The results were negative. And I thought, well, that's it. I'm going to do everything I can to stay negative. That's when I decided to ask my doctor about my HIV prevention options, including PrEP medications.
DESCOVY for PrEP is a once-daily prescription medicine that helps protect against HIV. It's not for everyone. DESCOVY for PrEP is not for people assigned female at birth. Talk to your healthcare provider to find out if DESCOVY is right for you.
I'd seen people mention PrEP medication in their dating app profiles and asked my doctor about it. He didn't know as much as I had hoped. So I decided to make an appointment at an HIV clinic recommended to me by a friend, roughly an hour and a half away. The people there were knowledgeable and encouraging. They never made me feel judged. They tested me for HIV. My doctor at the clinic decided that PrEP medication was a good option for me. I still make the drive to the clinic for my tests regularly. It's actually something I look forward to. They're like family. I feel like they take good care of me. Once DESCOVY for PrEP came out, I was chatting with my doctor at the clinic, and he explained the risks and benefits. Together, we decided to make the switch to DESCOVY for PrEP. For me, it really didn't change my daily routine. I just started taking a different pill to continue to help reduce my risk of HIV. The rest of my daily routine stayed the same.
DESCOVY doesn't prevent other sexually transmitted infections, so use safer sex practices. You must test HIV negative before and at least every 3 months while taking DESCOVY. Tell your healthcare provider right away if you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms. They may want to test you for HIV. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. The most common side effect was diarrhea. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines and supplements you take, or if you have kidney or liver problems. If you have hepatitis B, don't stop taking DESCOVY without talking to your healthcare provider, as your hepatitis B may get worse.
I tell my friends who are sexually active that they should ask their healthcare provider if DESCOVY for PrEP is an option for them. Have that conversation, no matter your age or where you are in life. I feel like there's a stigma about being on PrEP medications, and I'm not sure why. I'm helping to reduce my chances of getting HIV. I think it's never too late to make your sexual health, including HIV prevention, a priority. If I meet someone on an app or I'm on a date, I don't mind telling them I'm on DESCOVY for PrEP. I'm just about being open. You don't have to go to sleep at night wondering if you've done enough to help reduce your risk of HIV. You can start the conversation with your healthcare provider about HIV prevention options, including PrEP medications at any age. If you're interested in learning more about DESCOVY for PrEP, talk to your healthcare provider